We're in the process of finishing up this war with Austria. We've already got a call for peace, so peace is imminent. I think, yeah, we've got Austria fully sieged down. I'm going to wait for a few more occupations in the Americas before I recall any of my... Actually, let's do something else. So the US wants out. And we'll do a little bit of a carpet siege for the next couple months. I know I probably can't get very much land from them because they're not a co-belligerent in this war. We've successfully converted Kiev. Two more. Let's go for Potomac and Purcell. Alright, and I think these are going to be the last occupations that I take. In fact, I'll go insofar as Pittsburgh, even though I don't know if I'll be able to take Pittsburgh. Or if I'll want to. Not that I have anything against Pittsburgh. And we'll bring these guys back down to the Maryland area. And Friesland's going to take Monongahela. Thank you, Friesland. And what do I want next? I kind of want the artillery damage. Kind of want the global naval engagement as well. You know what, let's go with the improved artillery damage. Where are they going? Who cares? Who cares where they're going? Alright. So, let's recall one of our diplomats. And check out what the... Okay, we've got 71% war score with the US. Maybe I do want Pittsburgh. It's in the Ohio node. So, let's try to take... Okay, can't get all the way up to New York. How much development is in their capital? 12, 12 in Maryland, 6 in Delaware, or Baltimore. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We're going to go a little longer, I think, than what I thought. Four years before or 4 years before I want to invest in tech. Alright, how about now? There we go. Alright, so does that give us... I'm guessing that gives us a little bit of overextension. Only 7.2%. So now we have to wait for our diplomat to arrive back home. So let's bring our army down to Nanticoke. And I'm going to take my navy back across the sea to Lisbon. And start coring all of this stuff if I can. I should have taken the unrestricted coring range. Probably, I only need to core 5 of those now that I think of it. But I will help my future colony out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, we should get a merchant from that once the colonial nation forms. Does somebody want to take care of those noble rebels? It would be most appreciated if I don't have to do it myself. And it looks like Brandenburg will do it for me. Who's Serbia allied with? Milan and Russia. Kievan separatists have risen up in Kiev. So I will take my army up there and deal with that. And now we hopefully full annex Austria. We demand their full annexation, ask for all their money, and revoke as many cores as we can off of them. From the highest war score provinces that we can. Alright, looks good to me. And as with most wars, I'm going to put a cut in here, give out the land, and come right back. The Austrian partition is complete, and our vassals have split the territory up. Can convert some of the provinces because I'm not coring them right now. So let's do that. We have the separatists up here who we're about to deal with. Hopefully, where's my army? Hello. Okay. They're in Tarnovo. And I gave out some land that I had previously cored to Brabant, so that they could move into what Austria used to hold to. But I divided it among Brabant, Silesia, Brandenburg. I gave Belgrade to Saxony and Schomode to Bavaria. I think France and England are probably my next targets. Oh no, we still have a truce with France for a few more years. Milan, however, allied with Serbia and Lucca. Looks like an ideal war. Who's Serbia allied with? Milan and Russia, so I don't want to make them a co-belligerent. But I will be able to take all of their land. Who's Lucca allied with? Portugal. But same thing with Serbia, I would imagine. So don't call anyone in as a co-belligerent. And we will go with this. And at the same time, I'm going to try to deal with a war with Great Britain. We have a revolt in Seville. Okay, these guys should be able to take care of it, no problem. And once we have a month, once we're a month into this war, I'll declare the one on Great Britain, who's allied with the United States. And also Portugal. Why is Portugal coming into... They're guaranteed by France and Portugal. Okay. So, I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to actually go to war with France and Portugal in a few years, so we'll hold off on declaring a war directly against the UK, against the Great Britain. So, just the one war for now. I think some of my subjects are probably pretty high war exhaustion. Bremen is at 10.8, Frisian Columbia is at 12, Frisian Columbia is at 20. Yeah, they're pretty high, both of them. Okay, I'm going to leave this army over in the New World because I need them to... I need them to put down rebellions as they happen. I can't remember what corps that was. I know it was something I took in Europe. Bring these guys back over to Kosovo. We don't need forced march right now. hold on. I'm actually going to send these guys to the capital of Serbia in the hopes that we speed up the siege. Serbia is going to take Skopje. What was that? Scholar? Oh, cool. Reduce tech cost. I think I might actually take tech at the end of this year. Maybe not. Serbia's almost ready to fall. Lucca won't be much long after that. Both of their provinces have forts, though. I haven't really given that much land to Lubeck, have I? Yeah, I don't think Lubeck has really any land outside of what they have in the beginning of the game. Or not beginning of the game, but outside of what they had whenever I revoked the Privilegia. And I think I gave them, yeah, they have 2 provinces down near Constantinople. Where's this Scottish separatist? Okay, so we'll be able to handle that easily. New trade research is heretical. We'll ignore them and lose the prestige. And now recall one of our diplomats. They're willing to give me all their land. And we'll make them revoke the only core we can. And shit. Oh well. Can't give that land out right now, so we'll just core it ourselves. I should have divided it among Brabant and Silesia. And still the only 3 we have to core are the ones we took from the US. Okay, come on guys, you need to win the sieges. I should probably go and help my vassals win their naval engagements. Still just the Scottish separatists in our land that are revolting. What is my land force limit right now? We're 20 under force limit. So I don't think I'm going to be building another army of 40. Even though my economy can probably handle it. Revolutionary rebels in Burgess. Send our army over to deal with it. Delayed salaries, lose professionalism, or lose a bunch of manpower. We'll take the manpower. We don't plan on doing much of anything with it right now. It'll be funny if this siege finishes before this one. Converted the heretics in the non-coring land in the New World right now. Alright, so there's a chance that this will fall before that, which will be sad. Yep. It surrendered, it looked like one day before that. Sure, everyone's going to pile into the same province to suffer all of that attrition. And then everyone else is going to swarm the provinces around it. What is Milan's? 138, so we can't even take all of them in this war. Bremen is going to get Firenze and Pisa. Bremen. And then I think Lübeck is who I want to take the stuff up north. This might be a lot of overextension for them, but I haven't given them much land at all, so if I have to, I'll move my armies over here and just sit on their new land. I'm not sure what how much absolutism Lübeck has. I'm guessing it's not a lot because they are a republic. Or I also don't know how much administrative efficiency they have based on tech. Probably not difficult to find out, but their admin level is 25. So they have the same admin efficiency as us based on tech. Right, I want to recall a diplomat now to get Lucca out of the war. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's more war score than... Great. Seriously? Why is that the case? Why can I only take one province from Lucca when their total war score is 29%? That should mean that their total war score without me... their total war score without them being a co-belligerent should... Or with them being... Or, no, without them being a co-belligerent should be like right around 50... 58, right? 29? Unless it's basing it on Bremen's admin efficiency. Which might be the case, I don't know. Make them give us all their money. Fine. Lucca will be reduced to a one province minor. And I think this, I'm going to take tech now. Superior unit types, white coat, infant. Okay, so we have Cav. Cav isn't. Oh wait, Cav actually has more than one unit to choose from this this round. Right? Is previous ones one? Oh no, there was more than. Cav doesn't matter, do they? We don't have any Cav. Go with the higher morale, regardless. So, as far as infantry, though, I think I want more offensive. Which looks like the Frederican infantry. Sure, that's what we're going to go with. And why not? I'm actually going to switch over to the Ulan cavalry. And oh whoa, cool. I had these guys on. That could end up possibly bad. I'm going to wait until the end of January before I send them in against these revolutionaries. Because I forgot to take them off of... I can construct the Kiel Canal. I'm not going to do that. We can try to embrace Icelandic identity. If we own less than 4 cities and we own the core Reykjavik and Akureyri. Oh, right, I can take second to last idea group. Before I do that, I'm going to stop with the development cost reduction. And I think I said that I was going to go with aristocratic ideas. Now I'm not so sure if I want to do that. Because one of the reasons that I wanted aristocratic in the first place was yearly army tradition decay. But our army tradition is like permanently stuck in... No, it's not. I am going to go with aristocratic. As weird as that might seem. Because I do want my army tradition stuck permanently at 100 if I can. And we'll go help Silesia's armies. Actually, they won't need help. Alright, now... Who else haven't I given a lot of land to? Holland. Holland is kind of stuck. Actually, no, they're not. I haven't really given a lot of land to Holland, though, at all, have I? They do have some stuff up in Scandinavia. Actually, yeah. Who's Russia at war with? Ming and Najam, and Moscow right now is occupied by Ming. That's crazy. Is that... Okay, so at the end of this month, I think... I'm not going to core Manhattan. I'm going to cancel the core on Manhattan because I think I lose the admin points at the end. I would lose the admin points at the end of this month anyway. Sure, we'll call it New Prussia. And at the end of this month, we should get a new merchant. Oh, Portugal had abolitionism. They made slavery, or they abolished slavery. So we got a new merchant, which we will put in. We'll put them in the Chesapeake Bay node, so that they will pull more trade to the English Channel. Why is Great Britain pulling trade there in the first place? They don't have any. Our truce with France has ended. Great Britain doesn't really have that much trade power in the English Channel node anymore anyway. Alright, that's helpful. We have 53%. How much does England even have? 0. Like, not 0. 4.6. So the fact that they're moving that to okay, no, they're also moving trade from the North Sea, so I mean, the smart thing would be to move that trade value to the Gulf of St. Lawrence and then to the North Sea. That's my opinion anyway. So I don't know who's going. Okay, right. I think Abenaki declared war on the United States. So the Iroquois are at war with the United States as well. We have Scottish rebellion in Lothian. Crimea has disputed succession. Oh, Ming forced Russia to give up Crimea. That looks like an easy war. For one army of mine to deal with. We're going to go deal with that right now. Wait, we don't have imperialism against them yet. There we go. And we'll force march both of them. Have those guys go to their capital, and then these guys start going for the stuff that doesn't have any kind of fort on it. Timur's declared war on Khiva. So the way I'm going to want to do this is Salzburg will take Mansur, Bavaria will take Tin and Kuban. Salzburg will take Tin, Mecklenburg takes Crimea, or Mansur. And then later on, Brandenburg takes Poltava, and eventually Mazovia comes through here to take this stuff. Seriously, everybody's leaving Milan to go fight the new enemy. Okay, so we'll take care of those two, except looks like our vassals are going to help with one of them, or both of them. Yep, Lübeck's going there, so... And we've won the Siege of Kuban. And so we'll bring these guys back to Kosovo. And I said... Yeah, Bavaria will get both of those. Political crisis. Lose stability or lose a bunch of legitimacy. I'll take the stability hit, actually. And now we have a 100% war score against Crimea. Give land to Bavaria. Salzburg and Mecklenburg, that's what it is. Okay, now we just annex all of it. Take all of their money, which isn't much to begin with. And that's ours. Or rather, our vassals. Oh, those are the Crimean, former Crimean army. Should probably. I'm going to hold my vassal or my armies back in Azov to. Wait, why are they? Okay. Let's take the army of 20 here. Have them go down here. And we have a 99% war score against Milan. Who else doesn't have that much land? I said Holland was... Hamburg also doesn't have that much. Holland, Hamburg... Pomerania? No, I gave some to Pomerania, and that's Mecklenburg. Okay. So, let's go mostly Holland and Hamburg then. And I only really need to give one thing to each of them in order to peace them. Peace out, Milan. That was Holland. Okay, Hamburg is next then. And maybe one more person gets land down here. Actually thinking Memmingen, because I don't think I've given Memmingen much of anything either. Yeah, we'll go with Memmingen. Okay. That's already 90%. Most of it's going to Lubeck. Okay, so now we'll take the stuff around there. Yeah, that's going to do for the peace deal. All right. So I think I'm going to end this a little early and come back in the next episode once I've divvied up the territory, as always. But there's not much of Europe left we don't control. There's still Spain and France and Portugal. Remnants of Milan. Anything else? Oh, Rhodes is still not ours. And of course, Western Russia, which is, I guess, technically Europe, but that's a work in progress too. So